This week on Chasing the Sun, Johnson Outdoors wizard Bill Carson brings Justin some new tech and joins him on a quest for the completely made-up Snapper Grand Slam.
Red Snapper.
I don't think he realizes I just made this up.
Totally knows you just made that up.
When you're drifting that line, and then that line just takes off. That's him, baby. That's him.
Oh gosh, here we go.
That's him.
Golly, I got one too. Race to the top. Here we go.
Later, Travis drops by the new sports complex to get a tour and take a few swings.
We have 13 fields, 9 artificial with Z-Cap cooling technologies.
Amazing. Amazing.
Yeah, look at that.
Chasing the Sun is brought to you by Holiday Inn Resort, Panama City Beach. Humminbird, simply, clearly better. Dulce Vida Tequila. Grundins, we are fishing. And by Pirates Cove Marina, you enjoy the Gulf, we'll take care of the rest.
So I always love it when Bill Carson comes to town because he's usually here for two things. One, he's going to teach me how to use some kind of electronics.
That's 1 foot contours right there. Oh, come on, don't change it off my colors. You don't like those colors?
No, I'm just showing that. I'm just getting
gotcha.
so you know you have 5 different palettes that you can choose from.
Then the other reason he comes to town is to go fishing.
Right? You always learn something from him.
Always. Well, this time we're going to do both, so it's even better.
So today what we're going to do is we're going to pop in the Coastmaster and we're going to give you the opportunity to see the difference in a really cool base map.
Yeah.
And Coastmaster and some of the stuff that you can do with Coastmasters.
And Coastmaster is something that I have had a chance to see and use a little bit, but I've really just used it as a really detailed contour map.
And it's not just contours. It's got new tide information. It's got tons of preloaded waypoints that are, wrecks and reefs and stuff like that.
And that stuff really shows up like a sore thumb on this thing, and it's really good for finding those spots that are holding fish.
Well, the good news is I know where a bunch of those spots already are, so we're gonna punch one in and see what actually lives there.
Let's go catch a fish.
That's my favorite part.
Since the reason we're going to go snapper fish is to test out this new Coastmaster card, I thought instead of going to my kind of tried and true, I said, let's go to the Coastmaster card,
Throwing darts.
pick one of these public spots on there and see what we can catch there.
Throwing darts.
All right, so we just ran out to an artificial reef, not too far out. Still see all the condos right here.
Big public wreck, gets fished all the time, heavily pressured spot. I thought, hey, you know what? That doesn't matter. We can still go catch fish there. I mean, these wrecks have tons of fish, and not just one species. We're wanting to try to snapper fish.
So it's something that I like to target. The mangroves are usually not as big as our red snappers, but they're great eating and fun to catch. So I know there's some around here. They're kind of hard to target versus catching the red snapper. What we're going to do is a method I like to call chunking. And I'm basically going to take Spanish sardines, chop them up into chunks, flip them out. We're going to see if we can get these snappers to come up to the surface. And when we do, we're going to drift a chunk back with a hook in it and see if we can't catch one.
I'm on.
They want chunks, we'll give them chunks.
We're talking about chunking. Basically, we're just,
Freelining.
yeah, we're freelining chunks.
It's universal
By the
everywhere.
Why does it work so good?
Well, because they're bringing the fish to you, and as long as it's moving at the same speed
Yeah.
as a chunk,
Yeah.
it's going to look like a chunk and get eaten.
Chunking 101. Take a small circle hook, bury it. All you want to see is the eye of that thing coming out. Fish can't see it. Flip it in, let it drift back just like the rest of the chunks.
Don't hold the line and make it drag and let it go nice and free. Maybe help it out a little bit if the current's really ripping. And if it moves along the same speed as the couple of chunks around it, those fish will come in and go doop, 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 eat them up.
We're getting some stuff up in the water column now.
But it's that moment when you're drifting that line.
If you think you still got a piece of bait, you can, just get it drifting again. They'll usually come back.
And then that line just takes off.
Oh, there we go. I don't know what it is, but he bit it.
When they bite it, they take off with it. I mean, it's coming
Game on.
tight.
Oh, I hope that's a mangrove snapper, because if he is, that's a big mangrove snapper.
That's the cool part about snapper fishing is the guess.
Yeah.
You know, which one's which.
Come on, baby. Let's see some orange.
So if you're on a spot that you might have multiples, You can tell by the way they fight.
What have we got here?
Snapper's kind of strong the whole way, you know, where some fish give up on the way up or they bulldog and try to go down. Snapper's
No
a
doubt.
good hard bite and then a
Yeah, and
nice-
it's a pretty straight up and down fight. You know, you don't see them take off and run out horizontally.
Oh, it looks like a red one. It is. No, it's a mangrove. Oh, look at that dude right there.
Oh!
That's a big old mangrove snapper right there.
You know what you call that?
Supper.
We all have so many fish, it's like mystery fishing. You never know what it's gonna be, but it's fun to guess.
No doubt.
That's right, man. That's a nice mangrove
Look at that
snapper.
mangrove right there.
Oh, buddy.
All right. I don't know if it's smart enough, but I'm gonna try to swing him in the boat. All right, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Boom! How about that?
That's a nice one.
Everybody wants to catch a snapper. And you think of here, red snapper, you know? But we have tons of these big mangrove snappers. It's one of the coolest fish we got. You know, and I'm not gonna lie, they're smart. They're smarter than other snappers. So as a practical fisherman, you always kind of enjoy catching the smart ones. It's him.
The vermilion snapper.
It's gotta be.
No, it can't be.
It's gotta be.
That's him, baby. That's
Oh gosh,
him.
here we go.
That's him.
No, it ain't. Race to the top, here we go. What is this arrow right here, Bill?
Well, right here.
Yeah.
So
St. Andrews Bay entrance. Immediate tides.
immediate tide. So we can see where we are in the tide cycle. We're coming into high tide.
Yep.
So Bill is not only coming to show me how to use my electronics, but he's bringing new technology. So this is called the Coastmaster. It's a SD card you put in your unit. You load that new chart on there, and it's got tons of information.
The tide station, the current station, the wrecks, the obstructions, the caution areas,
my
waypoints, spot
goodness.
locks, all of these things I can do. So those are the kinds of things that help the angler get to where they need to be.
You know, he's the hummingbird wizard. Literally knows everything.
It's really intuitive to use, so you have the opportunity to go to a navigational look. It has incredible capabilities,
If I got a question, I don't have time to read the manual. Bill.
No doubt.
so it puts you somewhere where you have an opportunity to catch a fish even though you've never been there, and that's
Yeah.
pretty strong.
One thing I had not really thought that Bill kind of helped me with here was once we got out there, we started using the side imaging to look at these wrecks, okay? And then not just see there's the wreck, but we got to see different parts of the water column and where those different fish were holding.
With side imaging and these depths, you're looking at 170 feet port, 170 feet starboard, and now we have the opportunity to see where that wreck is and how that wreck's lying on the bottom. This is all a tool to help those anglers be able to go to that place where you know what you're fishing or how you're fishing it.
Spot lock. We're dead up current.
Anchor's out.
Just what I want.
Man your weapons.
So we fish braid because it's really thin and super strong, but this water's super clear, these fish see it. So we fish a length of fluorocarbon so the fish don't see it. And we fish anywhere from 20 to 40 pound fluorocarbon when we're doing this. We're fishing right on the surface.
I used to use a cutting board and cut these, herring or Spanish sardines up. And what I've started to do is actually use some of those big snippers. And when they get just a little soft, you can snip them all up, put them in a bucket, keeps everything clean.
When you look at Bill's side of the boat already, Bill,
What's all
how you
this
gonna
all
get my
over?
boat that bloody
What's all
already?
this all over the boat?
I mean,
No
why is my
fish.
side clean?
The important part is that everybody's got their own style.
That's right.
You know, I don't get so worried about what the boat looks like because at the end of the day, it's going to get washed.
Am I the only person that likes to keep a boat clean out there?
Plus, you got to pull the rod down. Inevitably, you're going to miss a fish. You put it in a rod holder or something. You got to stop fishing and keep it clean.
Now you gotta see what I pick up after.
Here, let me
So
clean
let me
this
tell you
up.
something. No, hold on. Favorite option on a Dorado boat, freshwater washdown. You can get on your reels, you can get on your buddy here. Everybody's happy. There he is. All right, you don't feel big, which can be a good thing when you're trying to find a few snappers for dinner. That might be your mingo, vermilion, beeliner, ocean liner, whatever you want to call them, all the same fish. Oh, nope, it's the red one.
I think that was my fish.
All right, so we're gonna catch the snapper slam today. We got the mangrove. Here's your red.
Hold up. I'm sitting here in my head trying to figure out what the Grand Slam of snapper are. Okay.
You've never read that before?
I've never.
Me neither.
I'm like, am I forgetting something?
Yeah,
here?
I just made it up.
Seriously.
What's going on over there? So what do you have, a triggerfish? I know it's not
It's him.
the vermilion snapper.
It's gotta be.
No, it can't be.
It's gotta be. It is. It's a 4 pound. Oh wait, no, it's red snapper.
I'm not going to consider it a success unless we catch all of them.
Red snapper.
Yep.
Mangrove snapper. Lane snapper. Vermilion snapper.
I guess it speaks of my competitive nature.
It's interesting. It's a challenge, and it's Justin.
And Bill loves the idea, you know?
I'm not having fun. You know why?
Because you hadn't killed my hopes of catching the slam yet.
I don't think he realizes I just made this up.
Totally knows you just made that up.
Uh-oh. Is that him?
That's him, baby. That's
oh gosh,
him.
here we go.
That's him.
No, it ain't. You might have to add some drag. I don't know. Oh, golly, I got one too. Race to the top. Here we go. Don't go that way. Don't go that way.
I was getting a bite and you messed me up. What are you doing?
Oh my goodness, Phil. Come look at this dude. That's what I'm talking about. Uh-oh. Is that him?
That's him, baby. That's
oh gosh,
him.
here we go.
That's him.
No, it ain't.
So Bill is not only coming to show me how to use my electronics.
You might have to add some drag. I don't know. Oh golly, I got one too. Race to the top. Here we go.
The other reason is to go fishing.
Mine just came off.
Oh, good. Now I get to catch them.
Oh, I lost that giant snapper. Oh,
We were wanting to try to snapper fish. And I thought, hey, let's try to do like a grand slam of snapper fishing.
Feels mighty red to me. Yep, it's Mr. Red Snapper.
And that's why the red snapper's so popular up here. Because
They pull
I don't care what anybody says, that's the hardest fighting snapper that swims.
They're eating little stuff right now, and they eat little stuff all the time. So fishing those giant baits isn't always necessary.
So that covers our snapper species that come up to the surface, our mangroves and our red snappers with the chunkin'. That's how we're gonna target those.
Mm-hmm.
But what about those fish on the bottom? How are you gonna target that?
Depending on the current, anywhere from 2 ounces of lead, 12 ounces of lead.
Swap these to 3 ounce.
Nose hook, pilchards,
yeah.
chauffeurs, even dead bait hooked through the nose.
Yep.
That'll sit there. A lot of times I'll cut the spine out of it so it gives it some live action.
When you get a pilchard to the bottom out here, it's getting bit by something. I like to think of this as like a little candy bar.
If I open my freezer and I see one of them little mini candy bars in there, I'm eating that thing. And I always think that that's how big fish are with a pilchard. To me, a live pilchard on the bottom is the ultimate catch everything bait.
you're right, man. That
Carson's
makes all
on.
the difference in the world.
Ooh, I love it.
What is it?
I don't know, but he's winning some, you're winning some.
Yeah, it's like a tug of war, right?
I tell you what, that's fine technique you got there. Oh gosh, dang it, I got something right here. Hey, I literally let my boat or my bait sit right beside the boat. I always tell people keep your rod in the rod order, and that's why. I don't know what this is, but I mean, I just set my bait 10 feet down in the water. Oh, it's a dang king. Here's our king
Is
mackerel.
it a kingfish?
Yep. Bit this thing right under the boat.
Oh,
we got
a grouper!
On that little tiny pilchard.
Yes.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Ain't got a king mackerel on the other rod right now.
That's
On
awesome.
that little tiny pilchard.
Hey, little bait, big fish.
Oh, he got me 24 inches, so he makes it by a long shot.
Okay, I'm not gonna claim skill on this one.
Grouper
We
and a
actually
kingfish.
landed a nice grouper and a kingfish at the same time. All I know is the bite is on.
Got him. How about that? We got groupers over there, kingfish over here.
And as soon as we get one fish in the boat, it's like back down, let's catch another one.
Well, you got to take advantage of the moment.
Crank down, crank down, crank down. Crank down, crank down. Keep.
You get them like where you're just starting to get a little color, just starting to see them, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's that big vermilion.
Right fish.
Big old red
Oh,
snapper.
dang it.
But then sometimes it's just a smaller red snapper, and they just fight a lot.
I've always said this. I believe Panama City Beach is the red snapper capital of the world.
It really is.
Because we sure got plenty of them. Out he goes.
Get it back home so we can have more babies.
There he is. Your mingo, vermilion, beeliner, ocean liner, whatever you want to call them, all the same fish. What it feels like. Oh no, it's a lane snapper. Look, that's just as good. The mangrove snapper, the red snapper, and here's the lane snapper. You can keep these year round as well. Like I said, when we talk about snapper season, the red's the only one that has the season on it. These guys right here, to the slush box.
Absolutely. Come on, be the right one. Oh, Vermilion, yes, yes,
Should.
yes.
No way. Oh, big old mangrove though. Just swing them on in. Woo, that's what I'm talking about. Another one for the slush box. I just want to know who's getting invited over for dinner.
I don't know, man. Whoever you want to invite over for dinner.
Oh gosh, come on, stay up high. Come see me. Don't go that way. Don't go that way.
I was getting a bite. You messed me up. What are you doing?
Oh my goodness, Phil. Come look at this dude. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh my gosh.
There's a mangrove snapper.
Attaboy.
How about that for a mangrove snapper? Whew. That is a tank. Uh-oh, Bill Carson got him a fish on. Could it be another one of these mangroves?
Could be.
Could it be? I ain't here yet. We might not ever know.
That's a trash talking boy right there.
The elusive red.
Oh, the elusive red.
I don't know, but I got one too. I got a something. Oh, this is him, Bill.
No, it's
The
not.
Grand Slam right here, baby. I mean, I hate to call my shots, but I'm calling my shots.
And as soon as I get hooked up, I mean, that's like part of the game is trying to predict what it is coming up.
Competition. Again.
We're not
What is
sight
this?
fishing.
What
you
is
know?
this?
So we don't know what it is.
Here's the one I needed for my slam.
Chasing the Sun has been brought to you by Minn Kota. Half pitch tackle. Get out there. Fish Monkey Performance Fishing Gloves. Panama City Inshore. These guys can fish. And by Visit Panama City Beach. Real fun beach.
We're here at the Panama City Beach Sports Complex. This is a brand new facility, and we are a host to multiple sporting events. We have 13 fields, 9 artificial AstroTurf fields with Z-Cap cooling technologies. We have 4 natural grass fields as well that help with our soccer, lacrosse, rectangle sports. So we host baseball, softball, all across the board.
I run 20 to 25 tournaments a year. Coming to a place like this, a destination spot, and having a brand new facility that's state of the art, you know, it's awesome having people right here on the coast, right on the water, the beaches, the warm weather, even here in December. It's been spectacular. The teams love it.
One of the great things about organized sports in America, it keeps everybody happy and young.
The Panama City Beach Sports Complex first opened late summer of 2019. We officially had our grand opening in October, and we have welcomed sports from youth baseball, softball, soccer, lacrosse, as well as tackle football and flag football, and we look forward to some larger regional and national events that are coming in the next few months. This facility is really catered to the travel family that wants to come down and have a great experience, not just at the beautiful sports complex, but also at our awesome beaches, restaurants, and activities and parks around the Panama City Beach area. So the youth sports industry is booming right now, and this facility is perfect for families who want to come down and enjoy a regional or national championship. And then when they're done playing, they can go to the beach, they can go to the restaurants, go to the parks, have a good time.
As an organizer, it was an easy decision once we started talking to the people here at the complex, and then you know, seeing what Panama City has to offer. You know, I have a 9-year-old son who begged to come with me this weekend. He couldn't. He loves the saltwater fish. We do it all the time. And we're going to come back here again for another tournament next year, and he'll be with me, and we'll be fishing.
I got a something. Oh, this is him, Bill.
No, it's
The
not.
Grand Slam right here, baby.
Snappers,
Yeah.
all pull different.
I mean, I hate to call my shots, but I'm calling my shots.
That's like part of the game is trying to predict what it is coming up.
Competition.
Here's the one mango I needed for my slam. It's a pretty one too, look at that.
Oh, you sorry rascal.
All the snappers we got right here. That ain't a red snapper. A mingo, vermilion, you call it whatever you want. Today we're calling them supper. Nah, this is the vermilion snapper. It looks a lot like a red snapper. You can see these little lines down the side. That's a really nice size. Look how pretty that orange tail. And they have a dark margin on the end of their tail right there. They're open all year and they're great to eat.
We're gonna have a great lunch, buddy. We're gonna have a great lunch. I absolutely loved my time with you. I'm glad you're enjoying our products and tight lines.
The proof's in the pudding right there. We got some pretty mangrove snappers, gag groupers, all these great fish that people want to come out here and catch. We got them. We're gonna come up here and clean a few of them and go to a restaurant and do us a little hook and cook. How about that?
Sounds awesome, man. I'm starving. Let's go get it done.
Can't beat it.